morning, everyone. Good evening and good afternoon to viewers from all walks of life. This is Denzamos, and you are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empaths free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality, and I talk about personal and self-growth. And if any of that resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share the video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back, and I thank you for your love and support. Now, in today's video, first of all, before I start, guys, I would like to apologize. I'm here downstairs doing some laundry. There is a machine in the background, so I hope the sound doesn't really interrupt in this video. If that happens, my apologies. So, chosen ones, I would like to bring your attention to unmasking a narcissist. Unmasking a narcissist is one of the most difficult things per se in this universe. The reason why you see a lot of people, they spend years, 10 years, 15, 14, 30 years, 25 years. Some people are not even lucky. They spend their entire lives under abuse with narcissists. So it's not everybody has got a chance to wake up. But you see, there is a few people who will be able to wake up. A lot of you guys have already woken up from this kind of abuse, but there is also a few people who are yet to wake up. But you see, before unmasking a narcissist, one thing that is going to happen, you're going to start asking yourself a lot of questions. You will start usually doubting those entanglements. If it's your father, you will start intensively doubting their motives. If it's your partner, you will also doubt their motives, and as well as friends. In that process, the universe is going to start sending to you different kinds of individuals. They can be people like me. They can be people online. You could overhear people speaking at your work. You could hear it from some friends. People will start talking about some kind of patterns that are very familiar to you. I want you to pay very, very close attention to this, because those are the soundtracks. Anything that you hear, whether it is something you have found online, it is an article you have found online, or it is something you have just seen on TV, or something you have seen on YouTube. Maybe it was a coach, a video just popped up on your screen. The universe is now going to start bringing the right people towards you. As the universe brings the right people towards you, if you're lucky enough, or if you're willing enough to continue listening to them or watching them, those individuals are going to confirm to you exactly what is going on in your life. Now, those individuals, those are highly awakened individuals, and those individuals, they're actually ringing a bell. So those are the messengers of God. They are bringing to you exactly information of exactly what is happening in your life. So they are actually making you aware of exactly what it is you're dealing with. Me personally, in those days, we're talking about 3 years ago, I was watching a channel. This was, what's the name of that? Queen Holiday. I think it's, if I remember the names properly, it's Queen Holiday. So I was watching a channel. The channel just popped up all of a sudden. I was just somewhere down there asking myself a lot of questions. I was asking God to help me understand what was going on. So there was this devaluation process going on. I didn't know what was happening. I was in pain. I was suffering the trauma. And I was asking myself a lot of questions. I needed to know, what exactly do I need to do? Because things had gotten out of hand in that time. So in those days, my messenger was Queen Holiday. Ladies and gentlemen, it took me only one video. Actually, as I remember, it was only one word he said that actually made me snap. That is exactly when I got my awakening. I had a spiritual awakening in that moment. I snapped and I figured out this was a narcissist I was dealing with. So in that moment, I got clarity. Not only clarity, a few days later, I got the closure that I was looking for. You see, as a chosen ones come in so many different shapes and forms. Chosen ones, they do not necessarily have to be involved with narcissists. There's chosen ones all over the world who have got normal, regular families. But a majority of the chosen ones, they will understand that along the lines, they have got a lot of toxic individuals around them. So they have got these demons around them and around their lives. But the chosen ones that I'm talking about in this video are the chosen ones who have had the chance to unmask a narcissist. You may not really know exactly who you are, but I can guarantee you guys, ladies and gentlemen, for 110%, if you have had the chance to unmask a narcissist, if you have slipped that mask off their face, if you have figured out that you've been dealing with narcissistic abuse, I can guarantee you, you're a chosen one. The reason why the divine chooses you to be able to look behind the veil. For a lot of you guys who've been with me, you've seen my videos every now and again. I've made so many videos about behind the veil. If God has chosen you to look behind the veil, that is actually God has opened your spiritual eyes. You are now able to see those things that you've never thought about. You are able to see for the very first time in your life, regardless of what age you are. You are finally able to see behind the veil, and you are able to see now and to decipher demonic activity in the matrix. The narcissists, they represent evil. If you've been with a narcissist, most likely 100%, you are an empath. Empaths represent light, goodness, peace, healing, freedom. Empaths do not represent hurting and destroying other people in whichever way, shape, or form. So when you're entangled with a narcissist, you're actually fighting in the spiritual world. You're fighting a spiritual war. So exactly, you are going through spiritual warfare, and normally that warfare can take ages. It can take years. That's why you see a lot of guys, they wake up after 25 years. People wake up after 30 years. There's people that I know even wake up after 50 years. It takes a very long time because exactly the spiritual warfare is happening subconsciously. So it's happening behind the scenes. But you see, when you come to that sense of awakening, God is going to prepare you. So God is going to show you all the things you need to know. You will stay with the narcissist. You will study them. You will live with them. You will endure the pain. You will fall sick. You will get back up. You will fall to the ground. You get back up. No matter how hard you've been falling, you have always gotten back up and you've lived again to see another day. The experiences you go through as a person who has been involved with a narcissist, they're unimaginable. Guys, let me tell you something. If you have been sitting with somebody and you explain to them who a narcissist is and what exactly those individuals are, the reason why people don't believe you is because people don't understand spiritual matters. I've told you guys, narcissism is spiritual. People do not understand spiritual matters. So people sometimes will take you for a fool. People will think you're crazy. They don't understand what you're saying. You're running around with your families, friends, telling them, hey, listen, I've discovered this, narcissist, and this, and the people are like, what are you talking about even? You know? A lot of those individuals, they're operating covertly. You see, when you're talking about demonic activity, we are talking about those entities that operate remotely on a very deep subconscious level. So it's a very spiritual matter. But you see, along the lines, the whole reason why the divine is choosing you, it is not everybody. I've told you in the beginning of this video, it is not everybody has got the chance to wake up. There is people who have been in those entanglements and they have died in those entanglements. They have taken their lives. Those narcissists have taken their lives. Though, and when I'm talking about narcissists, guys, you have got to remember, I'm talking about each and every form of toxic individuals out there. We're talking about psychopaths, sociopaths, so many different kinds of toxic individuals. We're talking about toxicity. We're talking about demonic activity. God will bring to you the right people at the right time. When the time is up, let me tell you something. Demonic activity can happen for years. But when their time has come, when their time has come to be figured out, to be unmasked, there's nothing they can do about it. It's just going to happen anyway. So God will bring to you the right people. Those people will tell you exactly what you need to know, what exactly you're going through, and that is exactly what is going to actually trigger your spiritual awakening. And if that has happened to you, I can guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, you are a chosen one. Why? Because out of the millions of people around the world, God has chosen you for the very first time to have a chance to look behind the veil. And now you're able to see what exactly have you been dealing with for years. When it comes to the black sheep, we're talking about those people who have been scapegoated for all their lives, for their entire lives. Normally, black sheep awaken later on in life, at a later stage in time. Black sheep can awaken at 30 years, 40 years, even sometime it can happen at 50. So black sheep, they really awaken at a later point in time. So the black sheep, I've told you guys initially in my videos, I've told you guys the black sheep, whether you want to accept and understand it or not, you guys are chosen. Out of the entire family, God will choose you to understand exactly what is happening in your family. When you understand what is happening in your family, you'll have the chance and the courage for the very first time in your life to exit a dysfunctional family unit without apologies. It will take a lot of pain sometimes. It's very hard. It's very difficult. Guys, it has happened to me. It has been very painful, but along the lines, I've continued to grow and I've continued to gain more strength to carry on and do this thing alone. Because when you're talking about dysfunctional families, as a black sheep, you are chosen by God upon your awakening to unmask for the very first time your entire family unit. You will be able to see exactly each and every one of them for who they really are. You'll be able to understand them. You'll be able to put boundaries. You'll be able, if you're not able to live at that time, you may sometimes notice you're putting very strong boundaries with your family. And you're able, for the most of you guys who have gone out, you're able to start a process, which process is actually going to cause a very massive function, a very massive storm, and a very massive shift in the entire family unit. So when you live in those kind of families as a black sheep, you will also guarantee that your family will never be the same. Your family will never stay the same. They may come around and pretend everything is okay. They may come around and fool around and just turn around, pretending, putting a smile on their faces, pretending everything is okay. But behind closed doors, that family is going through a very, very intensive shift. And that shift has been orchestrated by the universe. Through you, the universe is using you to change an entire paradigm in your family units. So the black sheep, you may be out there wondering, you may have always been feeling weak, you don't have the strength to carry on. It feels as if you're always scapegoated. It's like nothing you can do. Nothing is validated. Your brothers are after you. Your sisters are after you. The narcissistic parent is after you. It's like you're in this kind of web and you've been trapped and you don't know which way to go. But I can guarantee you guys, the very moment you snap out of that family, you awaken to the reality of having been involved in a very toxic family unit. You will understand how the demon operates using different kinds of individuals, including your own parents sometimes, even your own family members. So you are the chosen one. If you have had the opportunity and the ability to unmask a narcissist, regardless of what they have been, whether they have been your wives. Normally, this awakening normally happens. It can start with, it may sometimes start in the families, for the most of you guys if you're not in relationships. But for the most of black sheep who have awakened, normally those kind of awakenings have started in their own relationships. And those awakenings have spread on to also take the whole entire family team that they're born, take the whole and sweep around the entire family team to help them understand that, listen, it is not about that relationship you've been involved with. This whole thing also has got something to do with the own family. And guys, let me tell you something. It has always been a hard pill to swallow. Waking up one morning and realizing that there's people that you have been involved with for a long period of time, family members, blood, your own blood, they have always been after you without even knowing it. They have been after you. you know, on a very subconscious and hidden level. Many of them even sometimes have never liked you in the first place. So chosen ones, this video is to let you know that if you have seen a narcissist, you have unmasked a narcissist, you have tapped in behind the veil. The mask has slipped. It does not matter who they are. I can guarantee you that there's a very big purpose. Usually, that purpose is going to drive you. At that very moment when you tap behind the veil, you are going to notice, which is another video I'm going to do very soon, the force. That's when for the very first time you are going to see the force behind you. For the very first entire team, guys, this is very important. Listen to this. For the very first time as a black sheep, when you awaken, chosen ones, when you awaken, you're going to be able to see the entire script of the universe. You are going to be able to read the entire script of God. Now you're going to understand for the very first time how have you been surviving all this time. How come that every people that have always tried to bring you down, they have failed? And how come a lot of people have got a lot of karma for trying to mess up with you and destroy you? You're going to be able to propel yourself, to propel your life in a much more better way. You will become healthier. You will become wiser. You will become enlightened. You will become a warrior. So you will grow to become a spiritual warrior. And you're going to notice that nothing can shake you. Nothing can move you. The fear is gone. You will wake up and come around and show up and do exactly what it is you want to do. You will know from that point onwards that your life is never going to be the same. And it is only going to grow and become better and better. But on the other hand, the people who have been responsible for playing negative roles in your life, your destruction, participating in your destruction, those people, you will look back in years and you will see that those individuals as well, their lives has never stayed the same. So they have continued to go down. As you rise, they will fall. Nothing will stop you. You will become unstoppable. You will wake up every single morning and you will believe and you will feel as if there is this force pushing you to do something greater in life. You may not necessarily know everything in details, but each and every single morning you wake up, you will notice there is a very big force behind you that is helping you. You will become aware that you're guarded. You will become aware that you're protected. You will become aware that you are stronger than they have always made you to believe. And you will become aware that you're the one with the power. You will get all your power back. The universe, God will bring all your power back. The entire power back that has been taken from you for ages. You will get all your power back. You start propelling your life forward. And your life is meant for greatness. You are going to experience greatness you've never seen before. I can guarantee you guys 110%. If you know that I'm the one, you are the one I'm talking about in this video, I can guarantee you whether you know that already or not, your life is meant for greatness. You're going to do big things. You're going to go places. You're going to heal the world. You're going to change the world. You are going to be able to do exactly those things that you came here to do, and nothing is going to stop you. You are going to become unstoppable. Why? That is because you are a chosen one. So when you're talking about chosen ones, people don't understand what is chosen ones. People don't understand. People think that chosen ones, they are, they come dressed in white gowns and, some of them look like angels or things like that. The chosen ones, they will come in shapes and form that you cannot even expect. Those individuals, there are few of them. But when you meet a chosen one, you will know there is something different about that individual that you cannot really put a finger to it, but you will know the difference between the chosen one and other ordinary individuals. You will know those individuals, they have got a force that is helping them. That force has been the universe working behind the scenes. You have been falling many times, you got up. They tried to kill you, they failed. They tried to block you, yes, they delayed you a bit. You have always come back on the top. And you've always come back stronger. Do you know why? That is because you are under God's protection. You are under the universe. The universe has got your back from day one. You are just not aware of this, but the universe has always got your back from day one. Because God has got a destiny for you. God has got something very big in your life coming your way. And your purpose is always going to come to you somewhere down along the lines. Your purpose is always going to come to you. You will know that for some reason, your purpose is bigger than what you have ever imagined in your life. You will go out to do things that you've never done before. You will meet very important people in your life. People that you've never imagined in your life even coming across. You will start to meet those kind of individuals. Very, very important people. You will realize your life is moving smoothly. Each and everything you touch is turning to gold. Anybody comes into your vicinity, they start to experience blessings, healing, miracles. But you see, when you're talking about a chosen one, we're also talking about people who know how to answer the call. Those individuals, they have had the call. A lot of people are talking about chosen this and chosen that and chosen this. Chosen people, they answer the call. You have been chosen to do something great. God will show you exactly what you need to do. You will take up the phone, you will answer the call. And you will step there into your purpose with full knowing that you've got a divine backing upon your life. You've got a special anointing on your life. And you've got a whole angelic team, angelic backup behind you. That's the reason why you notice chosen ones, they're unstoppable. You may try, you will do whatever you want to do. But those individuals, they're unstoppable. You cannot stop a chosen one. The more you even try harder to stop those individuals, the more things will get very hard for you and very dangerous for you, and sometimes even life-threatening for your own life. So when you know that there's people who are chosen, the only thing you can do for yourself is to get out of their way. Because those individuals, they know, number one, they know who they are. They know where they have been. They are very much aware about evil. They can decipher the metrics around them, the world around them. They may look crazy sometimes to other people, but those individuals, I can guarantee you, they really know who they are. And then they exactly know what time it is. When you have seen those kind of individuals, you just get out of their way. And you let them do what it is they want to do, all they are here to do. Because those individuals, they know exactly what their purpose is. So, unmasking a narcissist is not for everybody. Some people have failed. Some people have gone through. Some people have awakened. But if you're the person who has awakened, I can guarantee you, whether you want to believe it or don't, you have unmasked a narcissist. You have unmasked evil. Your spiritual eyes are open. You're looking behind the veil. And for the very first time, you're taking back your power, all of it. You're stepping into your purpose. And you're coming here to do, and you're going to do exactly what you came here to do. So until then, guys, let me know if this video makes sense. Of course, let me know what I'm talking about resonates. If that does, leave us a comment in the section below. Let us know what you think. You can always, guys, book a session with me. You may donate and support to this channel if you want to. All the links you need, you will find them in the description section below. Until then, it's been lovely to have you guys on board. Much love and blessings. There's a more signing out, and I'll catch you in my next one. Peace.